Hello friends, Marcus here. Welcome to Red Sails. I went sailing just to meet new people, see new places and explore the world. Hello, it's me again. This time I will talk about how we sailed around the entire coastline of Portugal and how we didn't go to Madeira, even if that was the plan all along. Probably next winter instead, as it turns out. But this time it's about our sail around Portugal. We sailed from Corona up here, around this and down to here. It's the border between Spain and Portugal, and we continued all the way down to Peniche. It's down here. Here we have Peniche, where we stayed for a while and took the bus into Lisboa and explored that. And then we needed some diesel fuel, and they didn't have that in Peniche, so we had to go down to Cascais. That's down here. We stayed there just one night, and then we headed for Madeira. That's down here. And when we came up almost out here somewhere, the weather was really bad, so we had to go more south to be able to take on the waves, and we had to go more and more south. Suddenly we were on our way down to Morocco, so I decided let's go back to Portugal. So we went down here to Lagos instead. I stayed there for 3 weeks. And from Lagos we sailed on to Villarreal de Sant Antonio, that is on the border between Portugal and Spain. So we actually sailed all the way, the whole coastline of Portugal. Funny thing, when we left Lagos, when we backed out from the docks, the bow thruster started to it engaged, so the boat started to spin around like this in the middle of the harbor between all those expensive boats everywhere. And this kept on for a couple of minutes. I think we did like 5 turns or something around. And my dad was at the helm, so he just pushed the boat forward and backward to avoid us from hitting all those boats, you know. Suddenly I rushed in the boat to switch off the circuit breaker for the whole bow thruster. And I saw my mother was holding on to the controls inside of the bow thruster. So she was actually in panic holding on to the bow thruster controls. So it was her that steered the boat, you know. This was really funny. I got a bit sweaty, I can tell you that. So we actually stayed another day before we left. And we got some comments from people that had seen us. Quite funny, but everything went okay. We didn't hit anyone, so it was okay, but got a bit scared. It was time to leave Corona and Spain and head for Portugal. We had a really nice sail all the way down to Peniche. If you look over here, you can see the border between Spain and Portugal, the northern border. But the weather was nice, and we did a lot of sailing. We stayed in Peniche around a week and took the bus into Lisboa to explore the town there, and that was amazing, really amazing. I can really recommend a visit to Lisboa if you are in the neighborhood. Well worth it. It's a really nice old town with a lot of things to see, and it's big, really big. This is a lighthouse outside of Peniche. It's a really nice little town, Peniche. And the marina was well sheltered and nice staff there too. Only one toilet and one shower, one for male and one for female, but it was clean and it was good. I like Peniche. I will probably go back there someday. This is just a view of the harbor. As I said, we took the bus into Lisboa to explore the town. Here you have a little map of the central parts of Lisboa. But my dad wanted to go by the trams. So we took this guided tour on a tram. I think the guide were in like 12 different languages or something. Took about an hour and it was really fun and interesting to go around there. And as you can see later on here, it was very narrow between the houses and the tram. It's really cool. Yeah, this was fun. And we took one of those buses too, without roofs. Yeah, it's like a real tourist, go around the town. But the best thing was the beer afterwards, and they had real beer here, 1 liter. That's perfect when you've been sitting in a bus all day or a tram. And they have tiles on the house walls here, some Portuguese thing. Really nice. This is just some pictures of Lisboa. This is an old aqueduct from the 17th century. It was time to leave Peniche and sail to Cascais because Peniche didn't have any diesel fuel. So we had to go to Cascais to fill up the tanks. And this was a really luxurious marina. It was they had cars in glass monters and design furniture stores in the marina. It was very clean, very nice, everything, but it wasn't for me. But it was fun to have been here at least, and it was beautiful to get this fortress by the marina. It was very nice, everything. But we were going to Madeira, so we left Cascais in very good conditions. The weather was fine. The forecast said that it was going to be perfect weather for 5 days or something, and it was for like 6 hours. Or 12. In the middle of the night, the wind starts picking up. And they picked up really bad and the waves got high. It was like living inside a washing machine. So after 24 hours, I turned around and sailed back to Lagos on the Algarve coast. The problem was that my daughter and my mother were flying to Madeira to meet us there. And now they had to fly back to Lisboa. And I had to get to Lisboa, so I had to rent a car and drive up and meet them there. It's like 300 kilometers or something from Lagos. And we explored the town, Lisboa, once more. This is Lagos Marina. It's very well sheltered. It's in the center of the town, so everything is close by. And there's this amazing beach, like 500 meters from the marina, and they got every service you need for your boat. Just perfect. We stayed 3 weeks, I think, here before we sailed on. This is a car I rented to go up to Lisboa, and this is where I met them at the airport. They had nice beaches in Lisboa too, and many people there did a lot of surfing and wave. Also in Lisboa. They are my dad, mother, and my daughter, and me. Back to Lagos. Last night in Lagos before we headed on. An amazing night. And now we are in Vila Real de Santo-Antonio, if I pronounce it right. Portugal. And over here we got Spain. So Spain, Portugal, Spain, Portugal. Cool. This is on the border between Spain and Portugal. But if you walk up this pier, it's quite a bit to walk, but when you're out there, you're on the southeast tip of Portugal. You can't get any further. And we had just sailed around the entire coastline of Portugal. And the town was nice too. It was like a tourist town with a lot of restaurants and a lot of shopping. But the marina was you more the long side, so it was very easy and accessible. It's time to leave Portugal and head for Spain. Next stop is Horta, just outside of Cadiz in Spain, and we will talk more about that next time. Take care. Next time we will talk about where we sailed from the Portuguese border to Rota, right outside of Cadiz, and how we explored Cadiz before sailing to Gibraltar. That was a very nice place to visit, I can tell you. And that's what we'll be talking about next time. See you then. Take care. Bye. I need all the subscribers I can get, so please subscribe and support this channel. Thank you.